You're local on the 8s.
It's now 10 a.m. You know, although it's kind of hard to read. Well, it says 2 inches. You can't really tell. But that's how much snow there is. Pumpkin seed. Aw, poor kitty. Meow. 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 Pumpkin seed. Meow. Meow.
and 4 design attachments. The complete set, all for just $19.95. But wait, there's more. We'll include this amazing Smart Stack storage tray to store your favorite cookies and candies. And watch this. It becomes the perfect party serving tray in just seconds. Create a holiday display, a birthday surprise, or a Valentine treat. Yours free. And here's an even better deal. We'll give you a second complete perfect cookie set absolutely free. This incredible $60 value is all yours for just $19.95. Call now.
Have your credit card ready and call to order the perfect cookie for only $19.95. When you order, you receive 2 perfect cookie makers and the Smart Stack storage tray free. Call 1-800-221-4700. Call now.
There's more from the Weather Channel at weather.com. More travel updates, more ski and snow conditions, more forecasts at work or whenever you're on the web. Get more at weather.com or AOL keyword weather.
Now, from the Weather Channel, here's your local on the 8s. Currently in your area, 26 degrees with snow. The forecast for your area. Your extended forecast.
You're watching the Weather Channel. Live by it.
Between 5 and 8 inches of snow have already accumulated here from this early season snowstorm in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm Jeff Marr, and I'll have a live update. We'll talk about road conditions and school closures in just a moment.
Well, you can expect heavy amounts of snow in Philadelphia. Folks could see over ½ a foot of powder today. But how long will the snow stay on the ground? Stay tuned. Weather Center is next.
And a good morning to you, and thanks for joining us. I'm Mark Mancuso.
And I'm Ryan Goswick. There is only one big weather story today, and that's the snow in the Northeast. The Weather Channel's own Jeff Morrow has been toughing it out in Washington, D.C. all morning long and joins us now.
And Jeff, good morning. Are you still seeing some heavy snow right now?
Mark, it's still coming down. It's not as heavy as it has been, but even a little bit of maybe a couple sleet pellets trying to mix in there, but most of this has been snow. Looking at the radar there, looks like we may be coming to a little bit of an end here in the next hour or two, which I think would suit most people just fine, except for maybe the cross-country skiers who've been having a good time and some of the kids out. Just want to mention quickly, school closures. Everybody pretty much is out. The only area or the only school that is open that I've heard of is Georgetown University. Is still open for classes today. Everybody else, University of Maryland, all the local schools around, and now the D.C. City schools, which had been open early, have now shut down. So the kids can go out and play in the snow. Road conditions, pretty nasty as you might expect. Lots of problems, lots of delays at the airports. It's just a real mess. Let's quickly show you what we expect here for the rest of the afternoon. And again, it's Mostly a light snow, I think, from here on out. We might get a little bit more accumulation, maybe another inch or so through the noon hour or early afternoon, and then tapering off from there, and then dropping down well into the 20s as we head on through tonight. Again, total accumulation somewhere in the order of about 6 to 8 inches. Quickly coming back here live, you're looking down the mall here along the Capitol down toward the Smithsonian. Lots of folks out enjoying it, mostly playing in the snow. Guys, let's get back to you in that warm studio.
Warm indeed. Thanks a lot, Jeff, reporting live from the nation's capital. We'll be checking back in with Jeff again in the next half hour. Again, you can see the snow. We are seeing this dry pocket, though, along Interstate 81. That is pushing off to the east and northeast. Snow showers continuing around the Pittsburgh area, and the Philadelphia now reporting heavy snow this last hour. Visibility's down to around a quarter of a mile, and that's the same story as we head up to Central Park. A quarter mile visibilities here in the New York City area. 24 in Buffalo this hour. It's 29 with the snow in Philadelphia, 28 in New York City, and 24 in Albany. You factor in the winds, it feels like 18 degrees in Philadelphia. And speaking of Philadelphia, yes, snow in your forecast throughout the day. You folks can see up to 7 inches of the white stuff by tonight, but that snow may be hard to stick around, as we'll see some warmer temperatures, 40s by the upcoming weekend, so some good news there. Your Thursday evening forecast still showing the snow showers right along Interstate 95 throughout your commute here for Philadelphia, back up to the north into New York City, and get ready, Boston too. You could see snow as early as the noon hour, as we'll still see the heaviest snow right along the coastal areas. And there's your forecast for today. 29 in Pittsburgh, below freezing in Washington, Philadelphia, and New York City. And speaking of New York, again, the warming trend expected for the weekend with plenty of sunshine by Saturday. Highs should top out around 42. That's closer to your average high of 46. Now for a check on the very icy southeast, at least in the Carolinas. Here's Mark.
Well, look at this. Charlotte, North Carolina. Good news report. Looks like the worst is just about over now. Snow and ice that fell last night should soon begin to melt. Today's highs will reach into the upper 30s. However, any water left over on the ground could refreeze tonight as temperatures will dip down into the 20s. And it's been just a real nightmare here in western North Carolina, too, as we have seen from the Piedmont to the foothills, accumulations of ice on the order of a quarter to an inch. So a lot of tree limbs coming down, and there's a lot of ice still on tree limbs that haven't come down, and that could happen later on today. And many people without power, hundreds of thousands of people without power here. Mike Seidel, reporting from Charlotte earlier, said that the major interstates 77 and 85 are open, but beware some icy spots on the bridges. Back roads are a mess. So there's your trend. Temperature is rising, thank goodness, above freezing as we head through the weekend. In the south, low pressure moving east, taking with it the rain. Here you can see the temperatures above freezing from Atlanta to Columbia to Raleigh now. So it looks like the icing problem's over here on the coastal plain Piedmont. Still a little bit of icing left over west of Raleigh, but the heavy precipitation is pulling away. Never iced up in Atlanta. That's good news to report here. And to the south, heavy rain and thunderstorms still on tap for North Florida. Heading out today in Tampa and Orlando. Looks like you have to contend with showers and storms during the afternoon hours. So some of that rain could be locally heavy. High pressure builds into the south tomorrow. Cool, but dry weather to be found from Atlanta westward to Dallas. Ryan?
A cold day across the Midwest today, Mark. A very chilly afternoon expected as we go through the next day or so. Here's a look at what you can expect, and taking a look at the satellite review. A clear sky across the Dakotas, but again, very chilly. A few snow showers still into western areas of lower Michigan around Kalamazoo. Right along the lakefront, 19 degrees this morning in Chicago. So very chilly air, 20 at Oaklawn, just out to the south of the city. It's 2 at Sioux Falls, and this is not the wind chill. This is the actual air temperature, 26 at the Great Arch in St. Louis and 24 in Kansas City. We'll be dry for your Thursday evening forecast. No problems with travel here. Looking good on 70. Also looking good along Interstate 80. Precipitation will be well off to your east. Mark?
Well, there's more wintry weather in store for the Northeast. Well, the answer is just ahead and storm watch. Looks like you dodged a winter bullet in Atlanta, but our spring-like temperatures on the return. That's coming up after Local on the 8th.
It has the strength of an F5 tornado and can lift houses off their foundations. And that's with water moving only 8.5 miles per hour. Are you prepared? Go to weather.com/SafeSide for more safety information. Outback Steakhouse, a proud sponsor of Project SafeSide.
How's it going, Bob? Not bad. I'm shopping for a new home loan.
Excuse me, I happen to be a loan officer at the bank, and right now we're giving away a free toaster just for applying.
Looking for a whole new way to get a mortgage? Call or log on to Ditech.com now for today's low fixed rate.
Call Ditech.com. Sweets. Be with family and friends during the holidays.